Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to look into, in the interest of justice, structural contamination and trial fairness. One, let's go to the introduction. The memorandum addresses whether proceedings in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial remain constitutionally safe, given evidence of investigative contamination, selective disclosures, and witness narrative management. The issue is not factual guilt or innocence. The issue is trial integrity. Number two, governing constitutional principles. 2.1, fair trial, section 35, Constitution. An accused is entitled not merely to a trial, but to a fair trial. Fairness is assessed holistically, not atmostically. 2.2, disclosure duty. The state bears a continuing obligation to disclose all material information that could reasonably assist the defense or affect the outcome of proceedings. Failure to do so is not cured by cross-examination. 2.3, reliability versus credibility. Courts distinguish between credibility, whether a witness appears honest, and reliability, whether the evidence can safely be relied upon. Emotion and sincerity does not or do not equal reliability. Point number 3, structural contamination. 3.1, scene level contamination. Early investigative decisions determined who was treated as a witness, who was excluded from suspicion, and which narrative path was pursued. Such decisions, once taken irreversible shape downward stream evidence. 3.2, statement evolution. Multiple statements iterations demonstrate tightening of narrative over time, reduction of ambiguity, increasing alignment with prosecutorial theory. This is indicative of narrative stabilization, not independent recollection. Point number 4, inside the house witness risk. The testimony of Tumelo Madlala illustrates a recognized evidential risk, proximity under trauma, exposure to potential implication, and benefit from narrative alignment. Courts are cautioned against elevating such testimony absent corroboration, untainted by the same investigative stream. Point number 5, identification evidence. Doc identification, particularly where time has lapsed, prior exposure exists, and identification anchors the state's case, is regarded as inherently dangerous. If such identification is compromised, the entire evidential structure is imperiled. Point number 6, second docket, alternative investigative path. The existence of an alternative investigative trajectory, whether prosecuted or not, it is material. The court needs to determine its correctness only whether it was disclosed, it was contextualized, and the defense was afforded a fair opportunity to engage it. Non-disclosure or minimization constitutes procedural unfairness. Point number 7, cumulative irregularity. Individual inconsistencies may be explained. English. Collective, they demonstrate systematic contamination. Appellate courts assess pattern, not excuse it. Also, point number 8, where evidence is filtered, alternatives are suppressed and witnesses function as narrative stabilizers. The resulting verdict, whatever its direction, is unsafe. The interest of justice may require invention beyond continuation. That is exactly what happened there by That is exactly what happened when it comes to the Senzo Meyiwa matter. Everything is just questionable. So I don't know about you guys, but it is what it is. It's bad. It's not looking good. Not for anyone, not for any reason. What are your thoughts when it comes to this? Drop them in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. And furthermore, you see the way Utumelo was giving his evidence when he was giving his testimony in court. There were things that he said. They were quite interesting. Hold on. Sorry. They were quite interesting. I remember he said, that's where the problem started. And ubaloyi wamvimba ukuthi akakhulume. Wamvimba ukuthi akakhulume. That also very questionable. That alone is very, very questionable. So izinto ezikanjalo nje uzozithini ke? Uzoyenza kanjani? What are your thoughts when it comes to that? Let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.